These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hi there, I'm Kaylee O'Kelly with your afternoon update from ABC15 Arizona. And our team here at ABC15 is tracking a deadly shooting involving Phoenix police from overnight. Investigators say this started as a traffic stop, escalating to shots being fired near 19th Avenue in Southern. ABC15's Jamie Warren on that scene working to get you the very latest.
It was a pretty chaotic morning for families as they were woken up overnight as police were in their neighborhood searching for a suspect. They have been focusing their attention on one of the homes back here because that is where they say they found that man who was hiding from them, and then shots were fired. This happened at around 12:30 this morning. We saw neighbors out here talking with police. Police say they saw a truck that was driving pretty fast just north of here. When they tried to pull that truck over, they say that the driver got out of the truck into this neighborhood and then went running from police. Police say they had to use one of their canines to find him. They later found him hiding in a recycling bin behind someone's house. They did some negotiating, trying to get him out. They say he would not come out. And then here's what police say happened next.
Pepper balls were used to convince the individual to come out of the recycling bin to place him into custody. He refused all commands. 40 millimeter less lethal launcher was also used during this negotiation process. It should be known that during this negotiation process as well, the man displayed a gun and fired a round. Officers then returned fire, stopping that threat.
We don't have any additional information about that suspect at this time. I did ask if he was known to officers, if he had a criminal history. They have not been able to confirm that with us, but they did tell us that this is the fourth officer-involved shooting involving Phoenix police just this year. For now, reporting in Phoenix, Jamie Warren, ABC 15 Arizona.
Well, Phoenix firefighters moving fast on this house fire near 7th Street and Broadway early this morning. This one, we're told, started in a bedroom. Everyone was able to make it out okay. There are no injuries being reported. The cause is under investigation. We're tracking more of your top headlines across the state, and investigation continues to learn more about the 11-year-old boy who was tragically hit and killed by someone accused of driving under the influence. Police say that boy was trying to cross the street on his mini bike when he was hit near 107th Avenue in Thomas and Avondale. The driver arrested and processed on suspicion of driving under the influence, but was released pending results of a blood test. And police tell us it could take a few weeks to get the results from that blood test back. Today, 2 Valley men convicted in a school ESA fraud scheme will have to pay that money back. Jadica Johnson and Raymond Johnson Jr., each sentenced to 3 years of supervised probation and ordered to pay nearly $200,000 in restitution. Both men illegally got Empowerment Scholarship account money and purchased things like a Ring doorbell, a blender, tuition at ASU, and court documents also show more than $50,000 was spent on tutoring. Well, we turn now to our southern border and new data that says Border Patrol encounters dropped from roughly 96,000 in December to 61,000 in January. Border Czar Tom Homan points to recent immigration changes, crediting asylum rule changes and reinstating the Remain in Mexico policy. ABC 15 catching up with Cochise County Sheriff Mark Daniels about the impact on local communities.
What I've seen compared to what we saw over the last 4 years, it's just amazing. To give you an example, what I mean by that is in normal times, 5 to 10% was a high number for border-related crimes, people booked in the jail. We hit almost 45% of my jail population with border-related crimes. So you can see the difference just in that. I don't know what the numbers are today, but I know they got to be substantially less than what we saw over the last 4 years.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. Another warm day is on tap here in the valley and across the state, too. Starting off with temperatures this morning in the mid-50s, climbing to the lower 70s at midday, even though we're anticipating partly cloudy skies. And highs today eventually reaching 80 degrees, which is nearly 10 degrees above normal for this time of year. Even with the high cloud cover, the UV index will be getting higher and higher as that sun angle gets higher and higher over the state. So Burn time only 45 minutes at midday here in the valley. Your forecast for the rest of the state showing those highs in the 50s from Flagstaff to Heber and Show Low, 60s there in Payson, Prescott, and Sedona, with 70s and 80s elsewhere across the lower deserts. Your 7-day forecast showing those temperatures in the valley right around 80 through at least Saturday, and warmer still by Sunday and early next week, close to 90 in fact by Tuesday. Flagstaff, we're in the 50s today and tomorrow, a little dip on Friday with highs in the 40s. Lows still below freezing though, but by Sunday and early next week, we are back in the 60s.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us. We have another update for you tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or by simply downloading that free ABC15 mobile app. Get out there and make it a great day, Arizona.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.